Lewis Hamilton F1 retirement prediction made by Steiner as excuses quashed. If Lewis Hamilton does not come back from the F1 2025 break refreshed, it could well be his final season. That is the opinion of former Haas F1 team boss Günther Steiner, who argues that Hamilton has enough going on outside of Formula One not to need to struggle on. In Steiner's view, Hamilton hasn't lived up to expectations as a Ferrari driver. It has certainly been a frustrating first season in Ferrari red for Hamilton. He is yet to feature on the podium, and went into the F1 2025 summer shutdown 42 points behind teammate Charles Leclerc. Hamilton went into the break on a major low, having underwhelmed at the Hungaroring. While Leclerc claimed his and Ferrari's first pole position of the season, Hamilton was restricted to P12 on the grid, branding himself useless and suggesting Ferrari should change driver. Hamilton finished the Grand Prix where he started, and after the race, told the media, including Planet F1.com, that I have nothing else to say, when reunited with his suggestion that Ferrari change driver. Asked if his participation with Ferrari in the Dutch Grand Prix, the first race back after the summer break, is a guarantee, Hamilton added, "I look forward to coming back. Hopefully I will be back, yeah." In a web interview, Steiner suggested that Hamilton hasn't lived up to expectations at Ferrari after his arrival from Mercedes. He has lost his self-confidence. If you no longer believe in yourself, you cannot perform, Steiner continued. Just remember, when his move to Ferrari was announced, there was huge hype. For me too. The 7-time world champion at Scuderia, it sounded like a fairy tale. And of course, he had high expectations of himself. But when reality doesn't live up to expectations, you lose confidence in yourself. Hamilton turned 40 ahead of his F1 2025 debut with Ferrari, and while Steiner admits that age always plays a role, he also pointed out that Hamilton is in great shape, therefore he can definitely still drive at a good level for a few more years. However, Hamilton's brutal self-assessments like seen in Hungary, are a reoccurrence of what we heard at times last season, in what was a challenging final season with Mercedes despite 2 Grand Prix wins claimed. But if you no longer enjoy it, if you realize you're just struggling, then there's no point, Steiner cautions Hamilton. Then it's better to say, I tried, it didn't work, and I'm quitting. The prospect of Hamilton calling time on his Formula One career is one which Steiner could see coming to fruition this year. Hamilton has established himself as the most successful Formula One driver of all time. He is level with Michael Schumacher as a 7-time world champion and holds outright records such as most wins, poles, and podiums. If Hamilton does not come back from the 3-week shutdown in a better mental space, and thus in a position to deliver improved performances, Steiner believes Hamilton could retire and turn his focus to other projects. While Hamilton's co-founded vegan burger joint recently filed for liquidation, the F1 icon is highly active in other sectors outside of racing including film and fashion, while he co-owns non-alcoholic spirit company Almave. I think the summer break will be a time for reflection for him, Steiner said of Hamilton. Maybe he'll come back more relaxed after the break and his performance will improve. But maybe not, and then I could well imagine him saying at the end of the year, that's it. I'm not putting myself through this for another year. He has many interests outside of Formula One, he is a brand in his own right. Many drivers need F1 as a platform. Lewis no longer needs that. And that's exactly what makes it easier for him to call it quits. However, Hamilton's efforts focused on F1 2026 indicate his continued commitment to making it work at Ferrari. This includes the submission of various documents aimed at creating a more positive future. Hamilton has shut down the notion that these documents relate to design orders and migrating Ferrari's focus onto him and away from Leclerc. But it is no secret that Hamilton has struggled to gel with the Ferrari SF25. Steiner though believes their excuses are not there for Hamilton's poor form, the car included. Asked to what extent Hamilton's struggles can be put down to the car, Steiner replied, of course, the car always plays a role. But we are in Formula One, and a top driver has to be able to cope with what he is given. If a car is difficult to drive in certain areas, then it is up to the driver to adapt, not the other way around. The car is good. I wouldn't look for excuses for Lewis. Hamilton joined Ferrari on a multi-year deal, which it is widely believed runs until the end of F1 2026.